It's always fun when we get to see LeBron James and Kevin Durant go head to head. And on Sunday they did so. The Cavs ended up winning 108-98 in a great game. LeBron James had 34. Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson both finished with double doubles. KD and Westbrook combined for 54 in their loss. And it seems as if both teams are heading in two opposite directions. The Thunder, they're still out of the playoff picture as we stand. In Cleveland, they have won 6 straight games and now are back 5 games above 500. And it leads me to ask these two questions. Will OKC make the playoffs? And are the Cavaliers a legit threat to come out of the Eastern Conference? I'll answer both next. Now, following the Thunder's 108-98 loss to the Cavaliers on Sunday, the Thunder now are 22-22 and sit in 10th place in the Western Conference, trailing 8th place Phoenix by 3 games. And at this point in the season, it's a fair question to ask, although it's just 3 games back, it's still a fair question to ask, will this Thunder team be able to catch the Suns and take over this 8th place? And not to mention, they still have to leapfrog the New Orleans Pelicans, who have been playing well this season too and are 23-21. So the Thunder now, they have to hope for skids from Phoenix and also New Orleans just to possibly have a chance. And 1 through 7, I'm pretty sure that's set because I'm going to read you off the 1 through 7 teams and their records. You got Golden State at 36-6. Memphis second, 31-12. Portland third at 32-13. Fourth is Houston at 31-14. Fifth is the Clippers at 30-14. Sixth is Dallas at 30-15. And seventh is the San Antonio Spurs at 29-17. Those are all legit teams who were playoff teams a year ago. I do not see any of those teams falling off and falling out of the playoff picture. So now OKC's only hope is to pass up Phoenix and hope for them to hit a skid or such and for OKC to continue reeling off wins. Every loss hurts now for OKC. Every game basically matters now. They also are coming to a point where now they're going to need help from Phoenix and New Orleans to even get in. And at this point, I think it's fair to question if Scott Brooks is the man for the job at head coach in Oklahoma City. Let's not forget Kevin Durant's contract ends in 2016 and he can become a free agent. So at the worst, I think Scott Brooks is gone after this season, especially if the Thunder don't make a deep playoff run. Now, if they miss the playoffs, I think there's no question Brooks is gone. But just look at the offense he runs. Usually the offense he runs is give the ball to Russ or KD, maybe a pick and roll, and that's about it. You cannot win NBA Finals doing that. So Scott Brooks, I'm not sure he's the guy for OKC. And there comes a point where also OKC has to figure out if Russ and KD are a match made in heaven, because personally, I don't think so. I don't see those two players playing together winning a championship. They had their best chance in 2010 when they also had James Harden. In 2011 when they made the finals, got put out by the Heat in 5 games. But ever since they've given up James Harden, there's just been a roadblock that the Thunder have not been able to get over in the Western Conference playoffs, and they have not seen the finals since. But as far as this season goes, do I think the Thunder will make the playoffs? I actually do. I think they will eventually pass up Phoenix and also New Orleans and take over that 8th seed and be the dangerous 8th seed probably in the history of the NBA playoffs. But OKC, they are 14-7 when Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant play. So they have shown this season that they are still a great team. When both players are out there, it was just a 5-13 start to their season when both were out due to injuries that have cost the Thunder big time. Now, it's hard for me to believe into this Phoenix team. Yes, they have Dragic, Bledsoe, Isaiah Thomas, the Morris twins, Plumlee. But at the end of the day, the Thunder are the better team between them and the Phoenix Suns. If you put them in a 7-game series right now, the Thunder have the 2 best players on the floor. They're the better team. I think they will eventually pass up Phoenix. I expect them to hit a skid, a 5 or 6 loss skid, which will open up the door for Oklahoma City to slide in and take the last playoff spot to become one of the scariest, if not the scariest 8th seed in NBA playoff history.